She wore white again, just 7 days after our divorce was finalized. It wasn't the color that unsettled me. It was the symbolism. The way she stood at the altar as if the past year hadn't been a slow, surgical dissection of everything I once believed I was. She stood there in that vineyard chapel, bathed in soft afternoon light, wearing the same poised expression she used to wear when she told me I was enough. A mask of affection, smooth and practiced. Her smile didn't twitch. Not once. No guilt. No grief. Just the gleam of someone who thinks they've won. But I wasn't watching her. Not really. I was watching him. Todd Monroe. The man she left me for. The man who thought he'd claimed some prize. And when I truly saw him, not just his suit or the stupidly proud grin, but the man underneath, I laughed. Not aloud, of course. I don't make scenes. That's not my way. I don't throw fits or smash things. I work in silence. In stillness. With precision. That moment wasn't rage. It was revelation. The bloom of a seed I'd planted long ago, watered in patience, nurtured by betrayal. Erica and I were married for 7 years. The first 3 were a quiet sort of heaven. Stable, dependable, warm. To the outside world we were a success story. I gave her structure, a foundation. She gave me admiration. Or so I believed. But admiration can be faked. And when the act slips, it curdles into contempt. She started retreating, gently at first. Long meetings turned over phones, laughter that didn't include me. She wasn't just distracted. She was somewhere else entirely. I didn't confront her. I didn't beg or yell. Took notes. Waited. People think silence is weakness. They're wrong. Silence is strategy. It's a knife that never glints in the light. She said she needed space. Freedom. As if our life had become a cage. So I gave it to her. Not with resentment, but with eerie calm. I made the divorce easy. She walked out of the courthouse like a martyr, chin high, like she'd liberated herself from oppression. What she didn't know, what made this whole thing beautiful, was that I already had his name. Todd Monroe. My colleague. My friend. My employee. That wasn't the betrayal. That part was cliché. Predictable. What thrilled me was the symmetry. The irony of it. While she played the brave survivor, I was already dismantling the fantasy she thought she'd built. 6 months before their wedding, I started moving pieces. Todd, ever the charmer, worked in sales. Mature. Eager. Eve. He believed he'd outmaneuvered me. That I was distracted. Broken. Grieving. So I leaned into it. Let him think he was invisible. I began funneling key accounts his way. Ones that needed careful handling. I encouraged shortcuts. Praised recklessness. Never corrected. Never warned. All the while I traced his missteps, saved every slip, every breach. His inbox mirrored onto my private server. Surveillance woven quietly into routine. Erica posted about him constantly. His smile, their vacations, their matching mugs. My perfect man, she captioned one photo. Smiled. 'Cause she was wrong. He was mine long before he was hers. 2 weeks before the ceremony, I sealed it. Sold the company. Quietly. Behind closed doors. The new board restructured, purged redundancy. Todd never saw it coming. One morning he had a career. That afternoon he was a footnote. She never questioned it. Never paused. She didn't look beneath the surface. Never did. The wedding was small. Rustic vineyard. Not that I was invited. Didn't need to be. If you know the land, know where to stand, you can witness anything. She wore the earrings I gave her for our 5th anniversary. Funny. Maybe even poetic. Todd looked off, too stiff in his suit, trying too hard to look confident. When the officiant opened the floor to speak, I almost stepped in. Not out of malice. Out of admiration. The tragic precision of it all deserved applause. But I stayed silent. As always. The collapse wasn't explosive. That's not my style. It was clinical. A few days into their honeymoon. Sunset photos, tropical drinks, her caption reading "Forever starts now." The gears I'd built began to turn. Anonymous files sent to regulators. Screenshots. Recordings. Documented fraud. Breach of contract. Violations too numerous to ignore. A web of evidence, tied to him and only him. The story broke within 48 hours. The headline arrived before their tan faded. She called, of course. Block number. Picked up. Her voice didn't shake. Erica was never hysterical, but there was a crack. Just one. She asked the question carefully. Did you have something to do with this? I told her the truth. No. Not anymore. My role was finished. I'd built the structure. All I did was let gravity do what it always does. She was quiet for a beat. Then she said, "You're enjoying this, aren't you?" I didn't answer. She hung up. I saw her months later. Grocery store. Middle of the week. No ring. No makeup. She passed by without a word, but her eyes, those eyes lingered. And in them, I saw something I hadn't seen since our early days. Not love. Not hate. Recognition. She knew. She finally saw it. Not what I'd done. Not the details. But the truth she'd missed all along. You can't underestimate a man who knows how to listen. Who knows how to wait. I walked past her with a calm heart. No vengeance. No fire. Just the quiet satisfaction of a man who played his part to perfection. Because silence was never surrender. It was strategy. And power. Always has been.